So I do a way of teaching a parallel foot in my class, and I'll bring in a straw and some little strips of paper, and I want to make sure that you feel as though this is a good teaching technique and I'm giving the correct information to my students. So I'm just going to show how I set it up and then get feedback, and you guys can tell me if you think it's good way to continue doing it, or if there's a better way to teach this. So I'm going to stand up just so you can see my feet. So I'll have people come down with their paper and find that lateral malleolus, and then take that paper and just try to line it up so that the lateral malleolus is there up to, I always just say, the first little bump on their foot, and try to make that so that those two lines are parallel, and then same thing on the other side. So lateral malleolus to that first little bump, and it's not up here by, I don't have them up here at the pinky toe, although sometimes people's first little bump is up a little closer. And then I've also kind of found that it's not just the edge of the foot, but it's also the two malleoluses here, the medial and the lateral, for wanting them to be level with each other. So, because a lot of times I'll see this in people, not so much this, but sometimes. And so I take the drinking straw and I just ask them to just imagine lining those two bones up to be parallel as much as possible, and do that on both sides, and then just have them just get a sense of what that feels like. I also really like to have them have their feet underneath their hip sockets if it's comfortable. And again, if I have somebody that's not comfortable with their feet so narrow, I will let them go ahead and take a little wider stance until it's more comfortable to be narrow. So if there's some better cues, or if I'm kind of misreading how the foot should be in Tadasana and then ultimately in our standing poses, just kind of let me know.